Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We are going to look at some messages for you for August 2022. So we're going to look at money, career projects, as well as love and relationships, and then some spiritual guidance and advice, as well as just like general messages for you guys as well. So we have three piles. We have pile number 1 here with the moon crystal, pile number 2 with the tower crystal, and then pile number 3 with this little heart crystal. So take your time to intuitively choose which pile you feel the most drawn to. Timestamps will be down below for you. If you need to pause this video, feel free, but whenever you're ready, I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this moon crystal. This is going to be your reading for August 2022. So we're going to get some general, I've pulled all the cards already, but we're going to get the general messages first to start, and then we'll get into the 3 areas that I mentioned in the beginning. So pile number 1 for August, we have inner knowing, we have adventure with south, number 2, we have portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards and wild card, and then we have publicity, which is Jupiter in Leo. Okay, pile number 1. These are just general messages to start. So obviously, again, like take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm getting like a strong intuitive sense with inner knowing, and with this south, with the number 2 is standing out to me actually as like reminding me of like the High Priestess, which is number 2. In the tarot. So it kind of almost maybe feels like you may have to leave something behind, or it's kind of interesting because I'm getting like South Node energy off of this adventure with South, but it almost feels like you might have to like leave a comfort zone, like, and I think you know this, or you're getting kind of like a feeling like you should do something outside of your comfort zone or make some sort of shift or change. Interesting that you got the Leo energy because most of August we are in Leo season. So there's something that's like almost calling you, whether you're a Leo or not, it's like something's calling you forward to kind of like shine your light. And I feel like it has to do with like taking a step with this portal energy, like taking a step in some sort of direction. But ultimately, obviously, that is up to you. So whether you're going to choose to do that or not is up to you. And I feel like with wild card here at the end of this portal card, it's like it might be a mixed bag of people that are watching this, that like some are definitely going to take the open door, and others of you might shy away from this. I do feel though, like whatever you're stepping towards or whatever you're wanting to take action towards or kind of like shine your light in, it's like something that feels good to you. It's something that feels comfortable. I just feel like it requires, so it's not even like, I just feel like it's a comfort zone that you're leaving behind, not really like leaving the past, because I actually feel like with this South energy, this might be something that you're really good at or something that you've done in the past or a past life or something like that, that makes you naturally talented or naturally good at something. Okay, there's like a comfortability because you are very comfortable with whatever this is, but it's like the being bold part and stepping out through a doorway or through an opportunity or an avenue is like almost like what's the scary part. But I feel like you know that you need to do this. It just feels like it's taking that next step in some aspect of your life, seeing where the adventure is going to take you, you know? And I think that like with this publicity, it's more about like you expanding and shining your light. And like, cause Jupiter's all about expansion. So it's kind of this, like, you're looking to expand some aspect of your life, to really kind of like move you forward, but that may require you putting yourself out there in some way, shape, or form. So take that how it resonates with like whatever is coming through. I also feel like you're doing things that you enjoy to do. So with this Leo energy and this adventure with South, it's like almost like kind of giving back to yourself, like doing things that you enjoy to do, you know what I mean? Whether that's something like project related or traveling, or because definitely with this adventure could be like this traveling energy. For some of you, I just picked up like a Sagittarian energy, so I'm not sure why. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart or something. But I kind of almost feel like for some of you, you're going on like random adventures, like not even really sure, like you're kind of like on a whim, just saying like, hey, you know what, this weekend I want to go here. And you just kind of like no real plans, but just like deciding that that's what you maybe want to do. So there could be a little bit of like impromptu decisions that you make this month, where with this portal energy, it's like if that door opens or that feels like the right thing to go do, you're going to go do it. So it's like there might kind of be a little bit of like spontaneity to you this month as well, because you're trusting your intuition, trusting your gut to say like, yeah, this is where I think I should go, or this feels good to me right now, so I'm going to go explore that. So there's kind of like like not risky, but like a kind of a bold energy here that's being kind of called out of you a little bit to just kind of like go and have fun, do things you want to do. And also for some of you, like I said, like stepping out of a comfort zone to really kind of like put yourself in the limelight a little bit. And it doesn't have to be in a wild and crazy way. This could be like posting on social media, something that you're working on, you know what I mean? Like it could be something so small, but it feels big to you, or it's uncomfortable for you. It's like a personal thing. But let's get into the money and career and projects section. So I have an oracle and then 3 tarot. So we have fill your cup with sacred giggles, and it was in reverse. It's number 21, which breaks down to a 3. For some reason, I'm getting like Ace of Pentacle vibes off of this, which is kind of weird. But I think it's like the color. It's the color I'm really drawn to the most. So for some of you, there is like this, I feel like there's almost like maybe, again, something that you want to do, but you maybe have yet to step fully into it with it being in reverse. Okay, so there could be kind of this sense of needing to kind of be a little bit, again, bold with something. We have the Death card, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, definitely expanding. This is that Jupiter energy, right? Wheel of Fortune. So there's something you're meant to expand into, expand and progress into that maybe you haven't yet. Like, I feel like with this Death card, it's saying like you're needing to go through this. Both of these cards can indicate change, the Death and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like you may be needing to go through some form of a change, or just like initiate this transition that you're meant to move through. You may, again, like have to end something or leave something in order to transition into this new thing. It definitely could be something creative here with this Ace of Cups, and even with that Leo energy, right? Creativity, something that fills your cup. It's emotionally fulfilling. Even with this like sacred giggles, it makes me feel like it's something that you really enjoy to do. It brings joy to your life when you participate in it. And so that could be the other aspect of this too, is that if it's not a specific thing that you're stepping into, you might be like, how do I bring more enjoyment into what I do, right? How do I bring more creativity into what I do? How can I enjoy the process a little bit more? And so you may be going through some transitions or some changes with what you do for work or how you go about your work to bring in this fulfillment. This could even be something as simple as like changing your schedule around, right? So that you can kind of like just expand your life in a really positive way. Ace of Cups can also talk about abundance, right? It's a very abundant card. It's overflowing. So with regards to finances, this can also be like a shift or a change in your finances. You might find like this month you seem to be making more money than previously in other months, and it could have to do with because of some sort of change that you've made that is bringing in more money for you. I'm also getting a sense of like needing to have gratitude or be grateful. Maybe it's like creating a gratitude journal or something like that, and that's going to help you, some sort of like spiritual practice or daily practice that's going to help you be more open and receptive to receiving abundance as well. So you may be working on some spiritual things that also like, manifestation, that sort of thing, that kind of like are helping you bring more abundance in towards you. Even this 21 breaking down to a 3 makes me think of like Empress energy, right? So it's like, how can you attract and manifest and bring in more abundance towards yourself? So I feel like a lot of you are trying to like strategize a little bit. With this Death card, I'm getting, obviously it's Scorpio energy. I'm kind of feeling for some of you, this might not be all of you, but some of you, there's something that you've maybe been very attached to that needs to be let go of or released in some way. So again, this could be like being very attached to a way of doing things, or maybe like hyper focused on like it has to happen this way. Okay. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's almost saying like needing to like let the universe do its part, right? Not trying to like micromanage and control everything, almost like a sense of having to release control so that the universe can bring this in for you, right? We obviously choose certain things which allow the universe to bring in blessings. Like we turn this wheel, right? By our choices and how we live our life. But I feel like there's almost a bit of surrender here that maybe needs to happen for some of you when it comes to your money, career, projects, that sort of thing. But ultimately I see more creativity, or at least the trying to bring in more creativity, right? Working on that, as well as monetary. Like this could be, it's like things are just flowing to you because you're releasing kind of like the resistance a little bit. Okay, and again, some of you may need to make a change and really kind of like step into something here when it comes to your money, career, and finances, okay, and projects, school, whatever it is. But I kind of see a new door opening here with regards to your money, career, and projects here. So let's get into your love and relationships, group 1 for August. So we have the Emperor here with number 4, which says lead. We have the 7 of Wands, we have Justice, and we have 2 of Cups. Okay, so definitely feel like you guys are dealing with a person this month. There could be a little bit of like, I feel like for some of you, this could even be someone who you're already in a relationship with. Okay, this could be somebody who you're already connected to, or you will be connecting to them. But I almost feel like with this 7 of Wands, it's like there might be some challenges this month, but I almost feel like it's going to take work is kind of what I'm feeling like. You might be at a point in your relationship, no matter how new, or I don't want to say old, but like how new or progressed your relationship is. It's like you might be at this point where it's like you've had a lot of success and really good energy with this person and this connection. It's like things have been going really well. But you're almost at this point where it's like you may have to overcome a sense of like a barrier or a block, not a block here, but it's like something needs to be kind of like rectified, I almost feel, in this relationship somehow. So this could be like a simple disagreement on something, something where you're having to like compromise a little bit with this Justice card. Like, I don't know, this, like kind of the example I'm getting is like somebody may have a quality that you don't like, or a quality that they don't like, right? Something that like kind of comes up, not really as a trigger, but you know, when we start to get to know people and we start to notice their flaws, right? And it's like some of them we were fine with and some of them we're not as fine with. It kind of feels like that, where it's like, you know, maybe this person's like, I don't know, like a little bit messy or something like that. And there's something about it that bothers you, or there's something maybe in like the area of the home, or, you know, the car or something like that bothers you. But it's almost like maybe some form of a disagreement, or like, again, just kind of like, I don't know if I like this, or kind of like a resistance a little bit, something that comes up that you're going to have to work through with this Justice energy. And it's almost like compromising, like kind of being like, okay, well, like, okay, this might be one small thing that I don't like, talking about it with this person, working it out with this person, and then being able to move on and continue the relationship. Like, I don't feel like this is a deal breaker. I actually feel like a lot of you may even come to the realization, like, I really like this person, so I'm not going to let this small thing get in the way. It feels like kind of minor, The relationship itself with the Emperor, Two of Cups, Justice feels like you're very connected to this person. But again, it's almost like there's some form of a hiccup. Even if it's like a new person, it's like there might be something that they do that is, you're kind of like, I don't know if I like that. And it kind of puts you on like reserve a little bit. But you're like, you know what, but I still really want to get to know this person, right? Like I'm sure they have good qualities here with the Justice card. So I feel like as well with the Justice card, like everything's going to be fine. The two of you are going to actually, I think it's almost like you're getting to know each other more. And so again, it's like, well, the more we get to know each other, the more we realize like certain things about them that we just don't really, they're not our favorite things. In the beginning of relationships, everything can be so like, you know, kind of surface level, and it almost feels like you're getting a little bit deeper into this connection with this person. And so therefore it's like the things that have kind of been hidden are coming to light, and not in a bad way. It's just like you, again, like getting to know this person and realizing like there's always going to be something about everyone that you don't like. And it's just whether you can work through that or not, right? Like, is it a deal breaker or is it not? I don't feel in this case it's a deal breaker. And if this isn't you, this could be them, right? This could be something that like comes up that, I don't know, maybe they communicate to you, or I think it's just like a little bit of resistance. Now, for some of you, it could be resistance to get into a relationship, even though this is a really strong connection. It's like there could be some resistance relationship-wise. And that might be, I feel like it's almost more of a fear a little bit, or just like, I don't want to say cold feet, but kind of that energy where someone's like hesitant to be just in a relationship in general. It's not even like you or them. It's the fact that it's like getting into the relationship, like not sure if they're ready almost. So that'll be for a small chunk of you. And then let's get into your spiritual message. We have Oracle, wait for important information. So this is like intuition, like waiting for the sign, waiting for the A-OK, right? So an easy way, like even if you're not getting a sign, like in my personal experience, it's kind of this feeling of like it's not met with resistance. You know, if we're questioning things and there's like a resistance and we feel like we're forcing something, it's usually because we're not waiting. We're trying to push forward instead of waiting for the right time. I know in my life, like there's been things where it's like, I really want to go and do this, but I'm like, I know it's not the right time, you know? So I feel like there's something intuitively that you're needing to kind of like pay attention to, especially with that inner knowing coming out. And I was picking up on that like high priestess energy. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have the Seven of Cups. So again, Moon, intuition, definitely. The Moon and the Seven of Cups both can be cards of illusion as well, or like, I want to say like lack of clarity. So again, in this situation, or just in this month, if you're unclear about something, don't force it, is kind of what I'm getting. The Six of Wands indicates to me that there is success to be had here. You will be victorious, you will come out on top, but it's like needing to wait for the right moment, or needing to trust your intuition. Like if you're not clear, you maybe haven't got the message yet, you haven't got the sign yet. For some of you with this Six of Wands, it's almost like this feeling of victory. Again, I feel like you're meant to have a level of victory here, but it's like, don't get ahead of yourself, kind of. There's a lot of Jupiter energy and a lot of Leo energy here. So some of you may have Jupiter in Leo, or you may have Jupiter in the 5th house in your chart. There's definitely something about Jupiter, and Jupiter is retrograde this month. It went retrograde on July 28th, the day of the Leo full moon. So something about that could be like, it's a big influence for you. But I feel like there's something here about your path forward and taking action and having a victory, having a success that you're kind of like unclear about, and you're being asked to tap into your intuition and like wait for the feeling, almost with the Moon and the Seven of Cups, like wait for that feeling of like, okay, yes, this feels right to take action, rather than like, I feel like I'm forcing things. I feel like a lot of doors are going to be opening here for you, Seven of Cups. but you may almost have to discern which is the best door for you. That could be the other thing, is like there's options, there's portals, there's doors opening for you, and you have to decide which one is going to bring you the reward, bring you the victory. So it's like kind of being discerning in the avenues that you take in your life to bring you like the most success. Like basically like what's for you and what's not for you, right? We can always be presented with options that are not actually for us, right? And that's kind of like in itself, I guess, like a test to say like, do you know what's for you and what's not for you, kind of thing. Let's see, anything else for this? Yeah, I just feel like it's like a trust your gut. Don't get too caught up in the mental or mind space. Like go with the feeling. Does it feel right? Even with the Six of Wands, Wands energy can be kind of this like feeling, right? A passionate, fiery kind of energy, right? So it's like, it can be more of a feeling. So it's like, go with what feels victorious. Go with what feels good. Don't get too caught up in your head and start confusing yourself. And again, if you're not clear, don't take action. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you, group number 1. So hopefully that resonates. If not, you can check out any of your other piles or any of the other piles. But I hope you guys have a wonderful August. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this tower crystal. This is going to be your reading for August 2022. So we're going to get into some general messages here to start first, and then we'll get into the 3 sections I mentioned in the beginning of the reading. So obviously take what resonates, leave the rest. So we have relaxation. So these are just the general to start here. We have relaxation, we have support. We have darkness with the moon, number 7. We have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, and say yes to change. We have vision, Pisces, sun in Pisces. Okay. I almost feel like there's a lack of clarity for some of you this month. Almost like not sure if you should move forward in some direction here. I feel like with this relaxation and support, there's a sense of like you have support around you, like you don't have to do so much. So there could be people helping you out. Like I'm almost kind of getting like friends or family or people, coworkers, even like helping you and supporting you and like taking things off of your plate. So it's not that you're like literally just relaxing and doing nothing. It almost feels like some of you may need to take some time to do that, but I almost feel like with this is saying like you're going to be able to relax in what you're doing because you're not having to do so much. I do feel like though you're being kind of like asked to step towards a direction that you might not have full clarity in though. Like there's almost like a sense of like, well, let's see where this goes. So kind of like a leap of faith a little bit. I do feel like you've got this like goal, this dream. You may even feel like this direction or this adventure, this kind of like what you're stepping into or what you're moving towards like is part of your vision, but it's almost like how or not sure what truly the path looks like. So you might be like, yeah, this is something that I really want to go towards. I know it's going to create a change for me. I just don't know what that change is, right? Like most of us never know this, but like the full path is not fully lined up for you. So there's kind of this like dream or goal that you have that I feel like you are trying to work towards. And some of you are definitely needing time to kind of like rest, or maybe you have like holidays or something this month. But it feels like there's this energy of just like really needing to feel supported. I think a lot of people have your back this month with support. Like I actually feel like there's this feels like a positive energy. And even if you don't realize this, I almost feel like there's people cheering you on. Like I almost feel like you've got a good support group or like network or something like that. Like people are rooting for you. And maybe for some of you, if you're taking some kind of bold step in your life, you might need people to help you or to kind of like obviously support you, but like something to fall back on or people to fall back on. So kind of an example that I'm getting that's randomly popping into my head is like maybe you're making like a big career change, and let's say you're in a relationship or something, and it's like you may need your partner to like cover the bills while you make this change and kind of build yourself up. Or maybe you like are going back into school and like you're asking your parents to kind of like help support you in some way, shape, or form, whether that's like living with them or help with finances or something. Like there's something that you're making a change here that you're almost needing to ask for support in some way. And it doesn't have to be major, it can just be like small support. But whatever the support that you're getting, I feel like it helps you with this relaxation. Like it helps calm you. It takes a stress off of you because you're kind of like in the dark a little bit. Like you're not sure maybe how something's going to go, or you're maybe worried about how something might go, because it's something that you really want to move towards, but it's like you don't have that, you can't see that final outcome. It's like there's no real clear direction and like guarantee to it. So we definitely have Pisces energy here for sure. Let's get into your money, career. Let's see how this like kind of comes out in your other cards. So money, career, finances, projects is what we're going to look at first. So I have an oracle and tarot with it. So we have the distraction of shiny things, number 15. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So I feel like there definitely could be this shift with this Hanged Man in something that you're doing. I kind of feel like for some of you, people could be distracting you. There's like a sense of maybe like procrastination. So this could even be like, I'm getting like people inviting you out or social events that people are inviting you out to that could be kind of like putting what the work that you need to do, or the maybe it's schoolwork or just like projects that you're working on or work related things. It's like it's delaying. It's almost like you might have to put relationships on the back burner, and this could be a little bit of that support. Like people are okay with you having to put the relationships on the back burner, saying like, hey, I can't hang out with you, or I can't go on date night as often, or I can't, maybe come to this specific event because I have something I need to work on. Page of Pentacles. This distraction of shiny things reminds me of, it's like the Devil card for me, where it's like it can just be temptations or distractions, things that kind of maybe keep us on pause or keep us in a little bit of a, from progressing, right? There's things that kind of like weigh us down, and these can be like our things that make us, things that are kind of our kryptonite, you know what I mean? So there's something here that I almost feel like it has to deal with people or events, or like doing certain things, you going out and doing something, you connecting with people, it feels social. And you may have to, with this Hanged Man, like put things on pause so that you can not be focused on that, but be focused on what you need to work on or create. Page of Pentacles is a card of like creation. It's a card of learning. It's a card of like planting seeds, right? So it's like kind of this feeling like you've got a lot of things that maybe you have to do, or something specific that you have to maybe work on, or you're starting something, learning something, and you may have to, again, like put relationships or connections or activities, festivities on pause. But I feel like with the support energy, it's like people are going to understand. So you definitely, with this Page of Pentacles, potentially for some of you could be starting something new. I see this kind of more as work right now. Like it's like something you're putting in effort into, like you already have the thing, and it's like now you're starting to feed it. You're starting to move forward in it. So it's, I guess your energy here is kind of like, don't get distracted. So some of you may have to make some decisions here with this Hanged Man to kind of put things on pause, put things on hold, because you might have other more important things to do. It's like priorities, right? But I do feel like the people in your life, especially if they are good people in your life, they'll understand. There's a sense of understanding I almost feel that's coming from this, that like they get it. They realize that you've got things that you need to focus on. And I feel like what you're working on is like something that brings you joy. I don't, like, she looks very happy in this card. Like, it's like her baby, you know? So it's like there's something that you're very focused on, something that maybe you have a vision for that you need to kind of like get started in. You may fear this a little bit with this darkness and the moon, like fearing that people won't understand, but I think they will. And especially if they're people who are meant to be in your life and like they're good relationships, good friendships, I feel like they will understand, because that is what a good person in your life who respects you and honors you would do. If you're just like, hey, listen, I got this to focus on, I can't do X, Y, and Z. If they are not a self-absorbed person, they want to see you succeed, they will be okay with it. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for your money, career, and projects. Let's move on to your love and relationships. So we have Seek the Truth, number 7. This would be the 7 of Swords. We have the Hermit. Yeah, see, there's a sense of like isolation from just even people in your life. So Hermit, 7 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel you're definitely seeking for something. 7 of Swords here with this Hermit energy is giving me like this, like you're trying to find an answer, you're trying to shine a light. You may be reevaluating relationships for some of you. Like, who can I continue to grow and expand with? 7 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. I also feel like you're really reflecting on like who puts energy and time into you, as well as like you into them. Like, you know, like you may be looking for a solid partner, a solid commitment. If you're in a relationship, you may be trying to figure out like, is this my person? Is this someone who I should continue to invest in? Is this someone or a relationship that's going to continue to grow and expand? Or is this kind of it? Like, it's like you're trying to figure out, I feel like this is a big like internal thing that you're maybe going through this month, where you're kind of evaluating. Also, the Hermit, I feel like indicates like you're looking at like what you want for your life, and are you getting that from this relationship or these connections? If you're single, it's like this is you trying to find the person who you want to connect with. I feel like for some of you, if the aspect of like having to put relationships on the back burner to get something done in your career, your projects or something, or school, I feel like if that resonates with you, then it's almost like you're seeing how people react to you, right? So like if people are like, yeah, no worries, like you definitely have to do that, like I know it's priorities, like if they're like super supportive, you're observing that, and you're really seeing like, are these people true friends, or are they, or true connections, or true good connections in my life, supportive of me, or are they just people who are all about themselves with the 7 of Swords? So it's like you're kind of analyzing connections here this month. And it could be multiple people in your life. Like for some of you, I'm getting like, this is even just like your friends and your family. It's not even just like romantic partners. But if there's a specific person in your life, you're kind of seeing if they're committed and if they're willing to grow and expand, and if there's someone who you can see growing and expanding, like are they on your path, right? And if there's a new person, or if you're looking for someone, there's kind of this like looking for someone who's on the path with you, who's supportive of you. It kind of feels like a big, like a realization, like you're going to come to some clarity or some truth around your relationships this month and like how to move forward. I'm getting strong, like there's strong spiritual evaluation or even growth with this like 2 sevens, 7 of swords, 7 of pentacles. Those are both spiritual. And then we actually have the 7 here with the darkness of the moon. So 7 is significant. But then with the hermit, that's a very spiritual, gaining some wisdom and knowledge, like, but it's internal, right? And then with this wheel of fortune, so it's like gaining a sense of knowledge and wisdom within yourself and then bringing it out into the world and expanding and making changes as you see fit, if at all. Like some of you might be like, yeah, this is my person, right? Like it might, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's like, I just see it as like you evaluating people and situations in your life, seeking the truth of them, wanting a stronger quality and a strong connection. Jupiter, in some astrology, people say like Jupiter is like the husband, right? So I feel like you're looking for your match. You're looking for your long-term partnership. So I just feel like there's a lot of reflection around that. So that's pretty much what I have for your love and relationships. Let's see what your spiritual guidance is. We have Snake, shed old skin. So there's transformation there, obviously. We have the King of Wands. We have the Fool. And we have the Ace of Cups. So with regards to your spiritual advice, spiritual guidance, I kind of feel like there's this like leap of faith, this like move in a new direction, taking action, bold action in a direction that makes you feel really good with this Ace of Cups. I feel like you're kind of going through this transformation of this like shedding old skin, like going through this just like maybe letting go of things that just no longer serve you and your vision, right? We had the Pisces energy here with the Sun in Pisces here behind this, right? With vision. 12th house with Pisces energy can be things that are like in our subconscious that maybe we need to like let go of, right? It's a big purging house. It's the last house of the zodiac, so it's like purging things so that we can move into the new direction, right? So I almost feel like some of you are letting go of things and situations, shedding situations, old skin that are no longer serving you for your bigger vision of your life in whatever way. I do feel like there's this sense of like some of you definitely could be entering new love for some of you or a new connection, but I feel like this is about making bold change, saying yes, right, to the change, going for things, feeling confident and willing and able to see where things are going to take you and where things are going to go. There's like this sense of like liberating yourself, freeing yourself in a way, but it's like you're filling up your cup with this Ace of Cups. So again, some of you, there's like something about this month that's like giving back to yourself and doing what makes you feel good. And again, you might have to kind of not that you're totally isolated this month, but just put certain things on the back burner because you're focused on you. You're focused on the bold changes, filling up your own cup, and you need support. So you need good people in your life that are willing to support you. Because I feel like this is like a temporary thing. This is to progress you and get you further. This is not like you isolating yourself forever. This is like, I'm just going through this season right now. I need to like make these changes, go for this, go for that. And I need to really prioritize me and myself. And I need people to support me, whether that means like cleaning the house or a financial support, or maybe it's a work support, right? Like people helping you get things done, right? It's some form of support that helps you really dive into something for yourself. It's like filling your own cup again based on the choices and the decisions that you're making. So I feel like you're doing something that really frees you, really liberates you, really allows you to release something from your past or let go of something from your past so that you can step into this like more abundant, positive type of energy here with this Ace of Cups. Interesting, because like group 1 had the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. I used a different tarot deck, but like I think they had the Wheel of Fortune in their career and they had the Ace of Cups. No, maybe they had the Ace of Cups also in their spiritual. But I do feel like for you, there's a lot of like, it almost feels like reorganizing things, like reprioritizing, reorganizing, putting yourself back into certain situations, letting go of other situations. Like there's a lot of like shifting, but it's like shifting to get into a better space for your life. Like it's like they're positive shifts. I feel like they're conscious shifts, like they're things that you're choosing to let go or choosing to step into. Like it's almost like this sense of, I need to change my schedule. I need to change up what I'm doing or how I'm doing something. And I need people to support me. And I just really need to go in that direction. So this really like sense, like really kind of having this change in your outlook, Hanged Man. Jupiter is in retrograde. Went retrograde on July 28th, so just before this month. It is retrograde until I think October, so that could have some significance here as well. It just has us go back to the drawing board, go back to our vision again, right? Like Jupiter is Pisces energy, it's also Sag energy. So it's like what's reevaluating the bigger vision, like where have I already done positive things or had positive changes, and what do I need to maybe like retrogrades are all about like reevaluating or going back to a situation and being like, okay, what do I need to change? Do I need to change anything? Is this working well? What do I have to do to kind of get me further in my trajectory? So I just feel like there's a lot of that for you this month, group 2, for the bigger vision of your life. So I like this because it feels very productive, but like not in a work kind of way. Like it feels like the changes you're making are freeing your energy up a little bit. You feel supported. You've got the right types of people in your life. And if you don't, you will be because you're going to be realizing that. You're going to be analyzing that. And I do feel like for some of you, you may definitely have a person love-wise in your life that is actually supportive. Like you may be realizing that they are supporting you in your life. But it's almost like there's a little bit of like something you're going on, something that you're dealing with in your personal life makes you realize something in your relationships. And I think it has to do with support and like whether they're there for the long term. So that is what I have for you, group 2 for August. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles or a different reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful month of August, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this clear quartz heart crystal. This is going to be your reading for August 2022. So take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. It is general. We are going to go through the general messages here to start, and then we'll get into those 3 sections I talked about in the beginning. But let's see, group number 3, we have Go with the Flow. We have Joy Music, number 28. We have Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. And we have Affair, which is Venus in Leo. Lots of Leo energy coming out, which obviously makes sense with Leo season in August. Okay, so I feel like this is really about enjoying your life. Even with this like Leo energy, with this Venus, which says affair, but I actually feel like this is about you just going towards what makes your heart sing, like just really enjoying your life, like what's that saying, romance your life, you know. I feel like there's a sense of like bringing kind of more flow and ease into your life, but also kind of this like creative type of energy as well with this music and the Go with the Flow. I'm kind of getting like creativity. Some of you may feel very connected to music. Okay, so that might be a big thing for you. We do have with this Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. I just feel like this is like expanding your energy, in like just going for it. Some of you may have Venus in Leo. This is about like having fun and like participating in creativity and like the arts, however that like resonates with you. This is just like falling in love with your own life. And it's almost like making it a habit, making it a ritual. This is not like a one-off. This is like your life needs to be filled with more joy, more happiness, more play. And it's almost just like it's going to help you expand your heart. It's going to help you become more open and receptive to life, right? Like just like anything in your life. I also feel like there could be potentially for love, there could be a person who's like giving you a lot of attention, or you wanting a lot of attention from someone, or just kind of like really loving love, you know? But there's kind of this ease with the go with the flow. It's like a needing to kind of like let life take you to the places that you want to be. You know what I mean? Like seeing the positive, but not in a bad way. Like it's almost like seeing all of the good things, but it's like because you just step into the things that you enjoy to do, you know? So there's really this like needing to bring more love, more play, more creativity into your life, and like consistently every single day, because it's going to increase your vibration. It's going to expand your life. It's going to bring things, more opportunities, more things into your life. Like you're going to be so receptive and just be bringing in all this like abundance. So anything that you need to do or that you can do to bring kind of this more joyous Leo type energy into your life would be very beneficial for you. Some of you are already doing this, and it's basically saying it's going to bring in really positive things, because it's like you're just attracting things that feel good to you. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting. So let's see what the tarot has for your money, career, projects. I have an oracle and 3 tarot cards. So we have move beyond intention to belief, number 5. It is in reverse. We also have justice. We have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Wands. So I feel like your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to be progressing forward in something here. But I do feel like it almost feels like there's a sense of maybe not having faith or a belief in something, like maybe worried about whether something's going to work out for you. I feel like it will be working out for you. I feel like some of you have, like with this beetle energy, the beetle specifically talks about like success. But I almost feel like you've buried yourself in something, or you've really worked hard at something, like you've really been focused on something, and I feel like it's going to start to take off with this 8 of Wands. You could also have a lot of ideas around something that are passionate ideas. Again, I feel like they're going to take work. Like there's something about this 10 of Wands, like something's going to take effort. It's going to take hard work, and it's not just going to come easy, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. Because with the justice here, I feel like there's definitely an opportunity to have something really work in your favor. Some of you could be signing a contract here that, like a work contract, you know what I mean? It may provide you with more work, but I feel like it's something that you're passionate about. But there's something about you having to believe in yourself, or believe in your skills, or believe that you're going to be able to get through this situation, that you're going to be able to kind of get to the other side and progress and move forward. Some of you could be wondering if you're going to be able to move forward the way that you would like to, that you feel is like successful, you know? But I do feel like you could potentially have a lot of ideas. I would just be also cautious of like choose what's the most important, like prioritize is what I'm getting with this Justice card, because with this 10 of Wands you may be overwhelmed with all of the fast moving energy. So maybe setting specific intentions of like, okay, what's the most important priorities? What do I need to kind of get done? But again, I feel like if you can maintain this positive, Eight of Wands is a Sagittarian energy, like this optimistic, positive energy, things are going to move forward. And I feel like this has to do with like your daily routine or things that you do for yourself to bring in that potency, bring in that love and that like enjoyment for what it is that you do. And I feel like having that is going to help you get through the work. And it's also going to help with your beliefs around what you want to create or how you want to create things. So yeah, I feel like you could be going through a change with regards to your work somehow. But I feel like it's a positive change. I feel like it's something that is transitioning you a little bit in a direction, but it's like just you'd have to have faith in yourself and have faith in this situation that everything's going to work out. And that is if you maintain this sense of positivity, optimism, like drive, this like fiery, passionate type of energy, if you maintain that and are able to kind of like use that to feed yourself, it's going to make the work seem way easier. You also might be very productive this month as well when it comes to your money career projects. I feel like finances will be good. Like with Justice here, I feel like, again, you're going to be working, you're going to be busy, but I feel like things are balanced, like things are harmonious. So obviously there's no like money cards here, but I feel like things are feeling good. I feel like this is more about your work or highlighting your work specifically or your creativity, and just like really putting a big focus on that. And some of you could be definitely with this like move beyond intention to belief, like believing, I almost feel like comes from a balanced mindset with this Justice energy, like it's Libra energy. So it's this feeling of like keeping your mind at bay and like not letting your mind run rampant and just allowing you to move from a place of passion. Some of you may have a lot of energy this month to like get things done, is what I feel like. I feel like it'll be very productive for you. And I feel like it's because you're in this positive energy. Okay. And if you're struggling with, you know, your energy levels, I would look at like, what are you doing every day, you know, to kind of help yourself stay in this like higher vibe type of energy. So that's pretty much what I have for your money career. I just feel like it's moving in a positive direction. I just feel like I think if you can maintain that level of like passion, then things are definitely going to keep moving forward in a really good direction for you. So let's look at your romance, love, and relationships section for August. You did get 2 oracles here, so let's see what this is about. We have Shine, which is the Sun card. And we have the Tower with Rebuild. So 19 and 16. It almost feels like a breakthrough. Let's see, we have 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. I almost feel like there's a breakthrough, definitely when it comes to a relationship, 2 of Cups. I feel like there's a clarity almost, like something maybe that you were unsure of at one point with the 7 of Cups, that it's like you have this breakthrough moment, this clarity. Some of you could be entering a relationship, like if you were unsure about a relationship, I feel like you become sure, or you may even enter an actual relationship with someone. Some of you, if you were confused on maybe where a connection, if you're already in a connection, if you're confused on like where it's going, or maybe it's been kind of stagnant with this 4 of Pentacles, like if you're kind of like, where is this going? What's happening? I feel like there's going to be a positive change to this relationship. Like I feel like things are going to be like moving in a positive direction. Like some of you maybe felt like not sure about your love life because there's been this like pause I'm getting with this 4 of Pentacles, like this sense of like stagnant kind of energy. Not that nothing's happening, but it's like nothing's maybe really moving forward. And so there's kind of this feeling of like, well, where is this going? What's happening with my love life? Like where is this connection going? Some of you may also have options. I think it's going to become clear to you. Something's going to be like illuminated here for you when it comes to either who to connect with or just kind of like which direction you want to move into when it comes to love. I feel like you've been really, it's interesting, this Four of Pentacles, he's like really analyzing this coin. Normally the Four of Pentacles is like they're closed off on like the crown, the feet, the heart. And I almost feel like this guy looks like he's like really just trying to like get something done. He's trying to build something, right? He's got these flowers and stuff all hidden in here. So it's almost like you're trying to build something. It almost feels like you're trying to build a good relationship or a good romantic life, right? Like there's a goal that you have, like you're really fixated on like having something work, having something become stable and a strong foundation. Maybe you've been with this Tower, you've maybe been through relationships in the past that haven't been as good or like have fallen apart, right? I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, it's like you're wanting to, it's like, how do I create a stable foundation so that it doesn't fall apart, right? And I feel like there could be someone who comes into your awareness or someone who's already in your life that you're realizing is your path. It's like something becomes clear. And this could be like someone who, again, I'm getting kind of like, I try to hit all different types of relationship situations. So I feel like if you're in a relationship, you're realizing that like, yes, this is the person I would like to connect with or continue to connect with. And if you're not in a relationship, there may be someone who comes into your awareness, like someone who you realize is the person that you want to build with. Definitely could be with the Sun. I mean, there could be somebody who you're starting to get to know, a sense of like a newer connection. I feel like for those of you who are not fully in a committed relationship or in just like maybe you're dating or something, I feel like there's options for you with the Seven of Cups, but you're really thinking about like, who can I build something with, like long term, who can I build a strong foundation with? And like, who stands out? Like there's a sense of like with that Sun energy, like someone might be specifically standing out for you. So again, even if you have options, I feel like there's one person specifically that you want to connect with. And it should be someone who like brings this sense of joy and passion and like attraction. Like there should be this like strong connection. I think you're kind of looking for that. So yeah, let's see what is going on for your spiritual guidance and message here. We have Drum with Dream and Journey. Ace of Cups. I think all three groups have got the Ace of Cups in this spiritual section. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Four of Swords. Dream and Journey. There's a sense of like planning I'm getting with the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. Again, I feel like this Ace of Cups has to do with this like general energy that I tapped into in the beginning, where it's like, what fills your cup, what brings you enjoyment, what brings you fulfillment, what brings you peace with this Four of Swords. There's definitely this sense of like strong mental clarity this month. With the King of Swords, got Justice here. Even with the Sun, it's like there's this clarity. Like, I feel like you're very clear this month, or you're going to be. Again, Four of Swords is giving me this like taking a break, clearing your mind, doing things, meditating, whatever you need to do to kind of keep yourself in this like higher vibration. Protection as well might be important for some of you. But I feel like there's a goal or a dream with this Ace of Cups that you would like to have for your life, or just a feeling even that you would like to have in your life on a day-to-day basis, that you're doing the right things to access that. Some of you definitely have a dream. If there's a dream or a goal that you have with this Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, and this King of Swords, I feel like you're thinking about it a lot. But I feel like it's saying like tap into that, because when we like daydream, that can be a form of manifestation as well. So really tap into the feeling of it, of what it would be like to have, X, Y, and Z in your life, or just a type of life, because I feel like you're really this is really about, for you group 3, like tapping into the joy of your life and what you would like to have and what you wouldn't want to bring into your life, but also what's already in your life. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing day to day, or even just like feeling joyful during the day, then it may be a sign for you to change up your routine, change up what you participate in. You know, maybe it means making a morning routine. Maybe it means participating in something that brings you joy, or reading a good book that you really like, or just like doing things that kind of just fill your soul up. This is like a very soulful type of energy here. But it feels personal, like this is like something that you're doing on your own. And I feel like that's what's going to attract these other positive things into your life, whether it's romantic, career, what have you. It's like, what do you need to do from like a self-care perspective, right? To kind of like get you into this more positive, abundant space on a personal level. And then that internal world of yours is going to start to manifest on the external world, right? Like our internal world is a reflection outwardly, right? So whatever state we are in as an individual is what we're going to see or what we're going to experience externally. So being mindful of that and realizing that, you know, they influence each other. So I like this for you, group 3. I think this is a very like, this feels like a group that's really trying to change their internal world and change their like experience. That's what it feels like changing your life experience, how you live your life every day. And therefore it's bringing in more things. And some of you have set the intentions for the things that you want to have in your life, but now you need to really believe that you can bring them in. Like you can believe that you can actually physically manifest them. So that is what I have for you, group 3. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles or a different reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful month of August, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.